Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com. I'm your host, Melissa Gragg, a valuation expert witness in St. Louis, Missouri. I have the pleasure today to discuss fraud in times of crisis with Mark Nicholas. He is a CPA and a forensic accountant with a 28-person accounting firm in St. Louis, as well as Bloomington and Decatur, Illinois. Welcome, Mark. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for having me, Melissa.
So you are always dealing with forensics and fraud, but they become a little bit more apparent during times of crisis. So let's talk a little bit. You hear all of these stories about fraud going up when people are going through pandemics or crisis or recessions or any of those types of things. But what should business owners really look for and watch out for as we deal with this pandemic?
Well, unfortunately, most people live paycheck to paycheck. Thus, this COVID-19 matter has left millions of people unemployed. And unemployment, while it's paying out well right now, it doesn't really cover everything that people are used to in terms of their wages. This COVID-19 thing has sidelined a lot of plans for college, for simply being able to fix something in your house, for job changes, whatever it is. And some people are just fighting to be able to put food on the table. Things to think about is the need for money is usually what drives it. And understand that most frauds are committed by people who never in their life would have ever considered stealing. They just simply need to borrow something temporarily to help get them through. And that borrowing often turns into long-term fraud. Make sure as an employer, you're watching for also supplier and contract fraud. Suppliers, repair people, they are all needing money. They're needing to get busy and start making money. Fraud is prevalent in those circles as well. Watch for payroll fraud, including padding of time cards, unauthorized commissions, unauthorized bonuses, things like that. Things that you used to as a business owner pay attention to, but you didn't watch real close because you knew how things were running. Well, now in this time of chaos, it's important to watch those things closer because it's really easy to sneak things in. And of course, watch for altered bookkeeping records. Again, something you don't typically look for because you know your business, you know what to expect, but look for those altered bookkeeping records or the numbers just not quite adding up and making sense.
Well, because I think that one thing that people may not understand is it's not that fraud just all of a sudden becomes more prevalent in times of crisis. It sort of becomes uncovered in times of crisis, as well as, they used to talk about like a fraud triangle. Maybe now it's a fraud square, but there has to be the opportunity, right?
Yes.
There has to be like kind of some holes in the accounting systems, or, too many people have too much control over writing the checks and doing things. But there also has to be, a need for it. And so right now we're seeing the need increase, which then you have to justify it. If your employer just got 150,000 or 2 million in PPP loans, right? And you're like, well, he's doing great. He's fine. I can take a little bit of it. He's not even going to have to pay it back. All of those things. That's the justification that goes through somebody's mind, that really they're not criminals. They're not like serial, thieves, right? They just have the need. There is the opportunity, and they can justify it in saying that they have too much. I'll kind of take it.